Have you ever seen this little guy in different wallpapers? For as long as I've been on the internet, I feel like I've seen this cardboard box dude in many different images. Looking back at it, these old school wallpapers from what feels like the early 2010s brings me lots of nostalgia. But as per usual on the Jaden Salads channel, these pictures also bring me questions. What's the little guy's story? Where does he come from? And why are there so many different pictures of him? Let's start out with the backstory behind this cardboard figure. They were given the name Danbo and are a character from the Yotsuba manga series. You may recognize this green-haired 5-year-old from 4chan, and if that's the case, then go touch some grass. I personally haven't read this one myself, but it has a pretty big cult following and is apparently one of the best manga of all time. Anyway, Danbo first made his appearance in chapter 28 of Yotsuba, in which he was created out of cardboard boxes for some sort of summer school project. Then he dies. Like I said, I haven't read the manga myself, so that's about as much information I can give you. But it's not like it matters much, because we are here to talk about nostalgic wallpapers. Very exciting stuff. As far as the Danbo character himself, there's not much you need to know in regards to this video, so let's get to the search for these classic internet wallpapers.
Be sure to subscribe to Jaden Salads and follow him on Instagram. You can also get some fire merch by going to jadensalads.com to buy t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Join the Discord in the description for potential giveaways, and make sure to leave a like on the video.
So before asking for individual images and where they come from, we have to ask ourselves, is a person or company responsible for taking hundreds of these Danbo pictures? If we get the answer to this, then it'll be a pretty easy conclusion for the video. To start off with the search, I attempted to find the earliest known picture of Danbo that's in this hyper-realistic cinematic style, and came across an interview from 2009. The interview was with the photographer named Ariel Nadell, in which she answered questions about her 365 Days of Danboard project. I guess it was a trend for photographers to have a 365 days of blank project, where you find a core subject and then take a picture of it in different ways for an entire year. For Ariel, she chose to do that year-long project over a Danbo figurine, which resulted in her making many iconic Danbo images. After finding this out, some of the Danbo images I was actually wondering about finally got a creator attached to it, such as this one, and so many more. If you want to see the hundreds of pictures that Ariel's taken of Danbo, you can go to her website or even buy her book of the 365 Days project. With that being said, there was one photo that I didn't come across when looking at Ariel's pictures. This one in particular. For some reason, I just really like this image. It evokes a heavy melancholic feeling within me, and that's about it. So, with me not knowing if Ariel took this picture or not, I thought I'd go to the source and ask. Hello, I'm currently down a rabbit hole of trying to find the origins of different Danbo wallpapers. If I'm not mistaken, I'm aware that you've photographed many different Danbo pictures yourself. Because of this, I was curious to know if you took a picture of this one in particular.
That is not my photo.
Well, frick. While I got to find the origins to a lot of the Danbo images I've seen from my childhood, I've just realized that the search for this one might go a little deeper than expected. Since I still had the opportunity to shoot Ariel a message, I thought I'd also ask this. Would you say that you're one of the first people to take pictures of Danbo in this way? I don't remember seeing a lot of these pictures before 2011.
I would say so.
With this response in mind, here's the theory that I cooked up. In the old 2009 interview with Ariel, she states that she was inspired to do her 365 days challenge because of other people doing just that. And by the time she had this idea, she had also ordered a Danbo figurine, which resulted in her uploading the 365 days of Danboard pictures on the internet. From what I've seen, I don't believe there was anyone online taking pictures of Danbo in the way Ariel was doing, the sort of pictures that would later be snagged and advertised as desktop wallpapers. To summarize everything I've said, Ariel seems to be the pioneer of this Danbo-themed photography, and a lot of her work can still be seen on sketchy wallpaper websites, and will forever exist in our nostalgia-plagued hearts. Now that we know Ariel was probably the first person to make these Danbo pictures, we can credit her for taking some of the more memorable Danbo wallpaper pictures. But there are some other ones that I'd like to find the origins of, such as this one, and this one. There's honestly too many Danbo wallpapers to hunt down, so I'm settling for these 3, or at least in this video. To start off, I literally can't find who made this picture. We already know it's not Arial, and no reverse photo search websites can track the first time this was posted. And with how many other Danbo photographers are out there, this one is unfortunately unsolved. Just kidding, I just wanted to build some suspense. I freaking found it, as always. It all started when I put this picture into TinEye, the website that tracks down any specific photo and then tells you when it was posted. According to TinEye, the first time it could find this image was on October 29th, 2009, on a now defunct DeviantArt page. Since I could no longer see the page in today's time, I put the URL into the Wayback Machine and basically time traveled to October of 2009. Now that I can see the DeviantArt page, I made sure to read the comments that people left on this person's page. From what I can tell, it seems like people are calling this person out for re-uploading other artists' work as if it's their own. And this person right here left a link to one of the original artists that got reposted on this account. This link would take me to another DeviantArt page, someone by the name of Atarexia11. Since the Wayback Machine didn't capture the pictures on these pages, I couldn't see whatever art or images that this person had made, so I then clicked this link to their Flickr page. And luckily for me, I just hit a goldmine. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
After looking through some of the pictures on this random person's page, I found the picture of Danbo that I presumed had no owner. Interestingly enough, we can even see the original photo taken in which the background is unblurred, and the color of the image is slightly darker. The photographer of this iconic picture of Danbo is named Carolyn Ann Geeson, and you can look through her Flickr page just by looking up her name. Carolyn is also the creator of the following images. With all respect to Arial, Carolyn may be my favorite photographer in this Danbo niche. Moving forward, there's still 2 more pictures I'd like to find, and they both include a different variant of Domo. If you remember just a second ago, I already tried looking for this wallpaper, and then went down that entire rabbit hole, which then led me to Carolyn's Danbo pictures. Throughout all that, I didn't manage to come across the original photo or uploader of this picture. So this time, I actually don't have a conclusion. Thankfully for this one, I did get an answer rather quickly. I managed to come across some coding blog that used the picture I was looking for, and they thankfully left some credit to the creator. I literally can't pronounce this name, but I did look their name up on Flickr, and lo and behold, I can confirm that they are the one who made this picture, and maybe some others that you may or may not have seen. At this point, you may be wondering, where did all the other thousands of Danbo pictures come from? The seemingly simple answer to this is a website called Flickr. If you search for Danbo pictures on Flickr, there is literally an endless amount of homemade Danbo images. This little guy has literally seen every part of the world. Because of the original Danboard project, it's since inspired thousands of photographers to essentially do the same thing. Even after 14 years since Arial's Danboard photos first hit the internet, there's still tons of people on Flickr that take pictures of Danbo to this day. So I thought I'd join them.
This is nice.
Alright, hold up. Now we face the challenge of the shadows.
Plug.
Okay. Is there anything else we should do out here?
You could put them on like you could put them on the hood of your car.
Here's the finished results. I'm not a professional picture taker or anything. They're not that bad. To answer the title of this short video, where did these wallpapers come from? The simple answer is photographers on the internet. You may not be pleased with that answer, but I've got other things to do, like finding the origins of liminal spaces.
And I also don't have anything better to do than talk about liminal spaces, considering that's all I've been doing for the last 3 years and 565 videos. Help, so I will see you all there. Get ready.
Before I end the video, here's a shout out to the Patreon members as always. Bella M, Damn Sandy, 3LMMO, Jera, Sinful, Josh S, Josh Wynn, Landon Rodriguez, Leon S, Lexi Bunny, Master Shake, Miko, Misazaki, Mustlord, Cher, The Good Bunch, and we got 2 new Patreon bros. We have Lottie Dottie and Bassmick. So thank you very much.
I go to sleep at 9 o'clock, this bitch stays up all night. Bye.